Alright, what's going on, guys? One Belief here. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video compared to the normal guides that I usually upload. Today this video is going to be covering basically like the whole patch with the God Wars instances. I know there was a lot more to do with the update than just the God Wars instances. They nerfed and buffed a lot of armors and a lot of weapons to go along with the God Wars patch. So I would kind of like to explain that to everybody because I know it can be a little bit confusing. The first major changes to armor, I would say, is that Void apparently no longer has the 10 or 15% accuracy and damage boost that it used to have. It is now considered a hybrid armor, so it has no weakness. I don't like the fact that there's no more damage boost because that was really the reason why, like myself, I spent hours to get all the Void sets. But here, I'll put Void on for you guys right now just to show you what the differences in the stats that it used to be. It has substantially less armor and life bonus, definitely, compared to what it used to have. Now, I don't have Elite Void, so Elite Void still has the prayer bonus, I'm pretty sure, and has a little bit more armor and health. So it's definitely better than this Void for everybody else that has Elite. Next, I'll touch up on Barrow's armor. Barrow's armor is now considered a tank armor, but it has a little bit less armor compared to what it used to have, but it still has the same life bonus. Since all the Barrow's sets are the same, like when it comes to armor and life bonus, there's no extra damage boost for Carols or Aram, so it's all going to be the same armor and life bonus, just like it is usual, but now it's considered a tank gear, so it has more armor than, say, Bandos would. So if you are into, tanking bosses, or you just don't want to take as much damage, you may be a lower defense, I would definitely recommend wearing Barrows. Alright, now we'll move on to God Wars armor, like Subjugation, Bandos, and Armadillo. Now, this is considered attack gear. As you can see, it now has the chest plate still has a damage boost, but now the tassets do, the gloves, the boots, and the helmet all have a damage boost. And if you wear the full set, including the gloves, the boots, and the helmet, not including the shield, you will get a 10% extra damage boost added on to the rest of the damage. It's an invisible boost, but it is there. Jagex said that in the forum. Now, the damage boost and the armor is the same for Subjugation, as you can see right here, and for Armadillo, as you can also see right here. If you want to use this gear, I definitely recommend using it for Slayer, because in Slayer it destroys every monster that you come in contact with. I've been using it for Slayer since the update, and I love it. It does so much damage. You blow through Slayer tasks. Now, Ganodermic, on the other hand, is considered a tank gear now, so it has more armor and life bonus than like Subjugation would, as you can see right here. You can see how it's like the armor and life bonus are red, meaning it's lower. Now, for those of you that are higher level, you may have port armor. I'll touch up on that. Port armor is still considered tank gear, as always. It has the same armor and life bonus as the other two sets, which would be Tetsu or Death Lotus, which I have right here. So if you're going to solo bossing, I would definitely recommend using port armor. Reason being, it has the best armor in the game, and you're not going to get slapped around, because Soul Split also received a little bit of a nerf, which I'm not too happy about, because I didn't really think Soul Split was too overpowered, but then again, I really don't have a say in it, because I'm not Jagex. And now, I'll touch up on Chaotix. Now, whenever you look at the weapon, it says hit bonus, whenever you or they might have changed it. Oh no, it's accuracy now, okay. It uses like the accuracy or hit bonus, I'm guessing they're the same thing. It is substantially lower. It's 500 lower than Dragors, so there is still a difference between Chaotix and Dragors, and definitely. Chaotix still have the same accuracy as usual. And now we'll move on to Dragors. Dragors, they used to have 4.9k accuracy, now they only have 3500 accuracy, which that's a substantial nerf, because Dragors, before the patch, could just rip through any monster no matter what his weakness is. They just totally ignored the combat triangle. And now with this new update, Dragors are still the best melee weapon in the game. So if you have them, don't go panic selling them, because they're still the best weapon in the game. So I would highly suggest keeping them. You can still rip through just about any other monster you come in contact with. I was doing bandos earlier. I was wearing my Tetsu and my Dragors, and I was totally still ripping him into an asshole like I always have before. That's so. I know it's a lot to take in. I'll just put it on in a nutshell. Basically, Void is hybrid gear. God War's Dungeon gear, meaning Armadillo, Bandos, Subjugation, is now attack gear. Ganodermic is tank gear. All the port armor is still tank gear, and Void is now hybrid, meaning it has no weakness, but it also has no attack and accuracy bonus like it did before. And now with the God Wars instances, if any of you don't do God Wars or you haven't checked it out, basically there's now a new hard mode. If you did World Wakes, I believe the quest is called, each boss had a different special move. If you do hard mode, they have that special move, but I highly suggest not doing hard mode, because I did hard mode against Armadillo or Kriara, and I got 2 hit because there's still a lot of glitches going on with the hard mode, and I lost some Death Lotus, which I was really upset about. So if you want to do hard mode, I would suggest not bringing gear that you care about, because you will most likely lose it, because the bosses are still extremely glitched. But with the instances now, that takes away the chance of being crashed. So a lot of lower level people that were feared by being crashed by higher level people, you can make an instance now. It costs 250k an hour to do regular. So personally, when I solo, I will just find an empty world and just go, because you can go into the regular boss room without having to spend that 200k fee, which is fantastic. So I'm not going to spend 200k to fight a boss. I really just don't see the point in it. So that's basically about it. Wrapped up in a nutshell, guys. And my RuneScape just froze for some reason. If you guys have any questions about this little update, please feel free to comment, and I will be more than happy to answer. All right, this has been One Belief. I'm out. Peace.